Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Hope you're all well. April the 4th, Thursday, and the markets are going red. And in this video, I think we're going to have to announce that we are likely, more than likely now, to get a 10% correction. It looks like that. It looks like the markets are going to give up. We've had such a good run for now, and now we're going to get a cool down, which is the way it goes. People are now going to take profits, drive the market back down again, and do it again. Then it will go higher again in the long term. So we're going to discuss all that today. What's my strategy? What's your strategy? And why we see it going there, and all the rest of it. So that's not going to help speculative stocks with little chance of survival. For example, things like Virgin Galactic are going to really struggle with this, and we can see that already playing out. So no surprise there. Good afternoon, Bill. How are you? Welcome to you. So yes, I think there's a high probability now of a 10% correction, and I'm only up sort of at 10%, so that'll take me right back to where I was, but that's okay. I've gained on the dividends, and I can buy all over again on the way down, and then we'll get a new high once it rallies again. That's just how it works. But I think it's very likely that we're going to see the a real correction. Anyway, let's go into it. There's been a lot of stuff coming out today. A lot of new videos coming out. I'm sorry, I'm struggling this afternoon for some reason. I keep coughing, but hopefully I'll be all right in a minute. Let me just update. Got something in my throat I can't get rid of. I'm sure it will go in a minute. Okay, so welcome everybody to the show. Let's look around the studio. There's the crystal ball. We were looking in the crystal ball earlier, and I think we're going to get a 10% correction. Let's just zoom in, and you can see what I mean. Let's take a closer look. Let's come towards this area, just underneath. There's the crystal ball to the right there. Just see it there. I think we're going to get a 10% correction. Anyway, I'm just waffling at the moment because I'm trying to get rid of my little tickle in my cough. I'm sure it will go in a minute. Anyway, let's go for all our positions. So you can see, first of all, I'm down today. We're down. The S&P is down. I'm over $1,100 off my all-time high now. Am I concerned? Absolutely not. I'm never concerned at all. I'm an investor, not a gambler. It doesn't bother me. None of this bothers me at all. But let's look at all the positions. Let's see. We've got Virgin Galactic now broken down, 128. It's going down to 110. It could then go under $1 and then face delisting. Sadly, it's happening right now, 127. Look. Palantir, it's going down. We've got gold, just flat at the moment. That doesn't surprise me because people are looking for defensive. The S&P is down nearly 1%. We've had a few days of this now. It rallies and then gives up again. And then so you can see it. So, I mean, we're still over the month, we're up 1%, but we've broken that trend now. That trend has broken. Now people are convinced it's going to go down. So, of course, everyone's going to sell. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to pay tax on 10% gains. That would be crazy. If I was 100% up, 200% up, then fine, and I'm looking to take some money for retirement, fine, which is what some people will do. We'll cover all that in a minute, but we're just getting into it. Amazon, sorry for all the lens flares. It's because I had to reset my computer, anyway, there we go. Amazon is down today. It went up, straight back down again. Apple, 169, keeps on going down. Next year energy, it's holding up. Good dividends there as well. Enphase Energy, 121. That's doing pretty well too. Solar's doing well. J&J, that's under the $60 again. Good time to buy Coca-Cola again. I apologize for all these lens flares. Let me just get them out of the way. Okay, look the other way. For those of you that have epilepsy, let me just get all these lens flares out of the way. It's because I've been reloading my systems. And that does pose some issues. But anyway, that should have taken care of it. J&J down today. Defensive is down as well. That's a bit worrying. Chevron. Tesla went up, coming straight back down, but it's holding up above 170 today. Tilray, all the profits were taken. It's going back down again now. Any rumors of delay, and it will go straight back down again. Anyway, make sure you take your profits. Already have, hopefully. Rivian is following, of course, Tesla. That's awful for Rivian now. We were at $170 a stock a year and a half ago. Anyway, McDonald's. Look at that, even defensive now. Google, all-time high, just a sell-off. You can see exactly what's happened today, and we're going to explain it all in a video in a minute when I've gone through and seen all the patterns here. Rocket Lab back down, Plug Power, it's going to go under $3 soon. Rumble, terrible, terrible, terrible. Funware going down, FFIE, won't survive. Rio Tinto, Bitcoin, still going up, 68. But remember, it's way off its all-time high. What was that now, 75? But that's doing well today. Crypto is all doing well. Very nice indeed. Balancing out my portfolio nicely, actually. I don't hold it on Robinhood. As you know, I own it on my Coinbase and on my Ledger. That's how I keep it. Anyway, and Skechers, we are waiting for that video to upload at the moment. It's still uploading. We're 40% of the way there. We've been uploading a lot of videos today. So we're going to come on to this in a minute and make a special event video, and we've got some reviews to do as well. So let's look here, the videos that you might have missed that have just gone out. I've just posted 7 hours ago. We'll start 8 hours ago, shall we? That's this morning. I posted the big news of Tilray, SNDL, and Cronus. But I did warn you to take profits. I did warn you there would be scalp trading in this, and there was, and there is. So I hope you took the profit now. A bit late now. It's gone a bit too low now because now it's undervalued again. So there's no real point selling it now. But unless we get a big drop, then of course anything could change then. But right now, you need to go and see that video if you've not seen it. I've just put out some Fisker news as well. Well, first of all, I put out the Levi's edit of the earnings. You want to see this? A lot of opportunity here. And then the little fellas were popping in. Little fellas popped in for the Fisker news. It's not all over. Absolutely. It's not all over. People watching this now, it's not all over. Then I put out Beyonce. Beyonce made it onto the show this morning. That was interesting. So Beyonce was on the show. You want to go and check this out. It's trending. Levi's is trending. It's doing well. It's a solid company, but now it's getting a rebirth with Beyonce, Cowboy Charter. And this will do well within a couple of days. You'll start seeing this on trending on YouTube. Okay, so Levi's for Beyonce. Go and check that out. Then we have Nikola. Some news for Nikola just come out that Nikola is beating expectations and doing well. So more good news for Nikola. That's just come out. That's some of the videos you may have missed. If you've not seen those, go and check those out. All right. Okay. Now then, let's read these comments. Hey all, Banana Head, Stacy. How are you, Stacy? Lovely to see you here. It's been an interesting week so far. Vaz, Frogs. Yes, it's calming down now, though, isn't it? I'm down almost 15% today on Fisker. I'm down 20% deep in the money. Hey all, sorry, what happened? I didn't see any big news, but market took a dive. I'm gonna cover it in a minute. I'm beat space at 124. Wow, yes, it's going down to 110. We've said it over and over again. Nick Lovell, how are you? Pre-sell-off Friday. Everyone's chart looking the same. Mine's up just 1% though currently. So Asti will be on. Yes, I have had a conversation today with Asti. I haven't got the date, but it will be in May. And I will tell you more about that very, very shortly. Once I have some more confirmation, I will share it. I'll just check my email and see if my email is refreshed. I've said I'm going live, and you might like to, confirm with me sooner than later. But no, I haven't had the confirmation yet. But it is happening in May. It is happening. It's very exciting. As you know, it went a little bit pear-shaped. But no, the meeting is happening. So that's very, very good news. So Kevin B, I knew you'd be thrilled with that. So there, Asti will be on. Little fellas, Vaz, yes, the little fellas are back. Loaded 520 SPY. So obvious this is a bear trap, Well, I don't think so. And I'm going to explain it in a few minutes. I'm going to tell you where I think we're going. Hey all, smash the like button. It's fur thing I do. It's fur thing I do. Vitautus, I'm not sure I know what you mean. It's furt thing I do. It's the first thing I do. Oh, smashed it. It's the first. I got it. How much will Asti pay to get on the show then? Well, I will tell you when it's confirmed. I'm not going to tell you anything until it's confirmed. I don't want to give any false information, but just bear with me. The information will be coming shortly. Maybe even today. Okay? Right, as we speak now, let me, I'm going to put this. Virgin Galactic is now going all the way down, in my opinion, to $1.10. And if we get the market crash, like I think we will, then we are going under $1, and then it could be delisted. They'll have to reverse split. And I've never seen yet in the 3 years I've been doing this, a reverse split pay well. It always ends badly. I'm sure there's exceptions to that, but when you start reverse splitting, I've not yet seen a great outcome from that. Forward split, totally different ball game. Forward split's great, but reverse split, not so great. Okay. So I think it's everybody here now. Most of the members are here. I've got a couple of videos. We've got a review to do as well. So we're going to... Excuse me. I'm really struggling here this afternoon. Let me have some more water. Okay. Right, let's go members only so we can make these videos. Blimey. Just hoping my throat will calm down for a second. Just want to go a bit calmer. See if I can calm my throat down. Just a minute. Right, where was I? Got to focus now. You have to have one little cough, don't you? One last little cough, even when you think it's settling down. But anyway. So let me go to members only, just so we can make these videos. There we go. Okay, we're in members only mode now. Okay, let's do a couple of things. Our sketches video is uploading at the moment. That'll be out later after tonight's show. SPCE at 15 minutes. Okay. Get some tea with honey. I know that would be great. If I had 5 minutes to go and do that, I would. But unfortunately, I haven't got the time. So I'm going to try and just control it. It's hard to swallow those numbers. Yes, Zach's 8. So here we go. We got Zax8. Zax8, are you doing a Friday phone-in tomorrow? Are you doing the Friday phone-in? Let me know. And but yeah, you're not going to like this, I'm afraid. This isn't good. Oh, it's changing really quickly now. It's changing really quickly. I'm going to share with you where it's going very quickly now. Okay. Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. We've got evidence to show now that Virgin Galactic, any minute, could happen at any moment now, will go to $1.10, where I've been saying for ages. And if it does, and one more thing happens, it's going under $1 and then faces a reverse split. A delisting, it would have to reverse split. That doesn't happen straight away, to be fair. There'll be time. But we've got some evidence now that we've got a general market rebalance, a pullback, a 10%, at minimum of 10%. It's a correction. And because of that, I think anything like Virgin Galactic, these sort of stocks are going to pay the price for this. Let me share with you the evidence to suggest why I'm saying 110 and why I'm saying if it hits 110, it's going to go under $1. Let me share with you why. First of all, we need to look at this. This is the, I'm going to have to edit that, look. That's the wrong screen. I'll have to edit that. I reset my computer and the screen is the wrong screen. Bam, 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 bam. There we go. Okay, I'll edit that there. So we'll try that again. Okay, so I was over here. So edit, 1 minute in. Okay, that'll do. It's close enough. So let's see why I think that it's going under to 110 and then under $1 and then potentially a delisting. Not at first, of course. This is the issue, and this is just part of it. This is our fear factor, a little dial we like to use. It gives an indication of what the market's doing, but there's much more evidence than this. This is just a visual to show you, and I'm going to discuss it all with you right now. We've been in extreme greed now for the best part of 4 or 5 months. We've had a great run. We've had a 30% run on the S&P this year. Fantastic. One of its best years for many, many years. Now, whenever this happens, we do nearly always get a correction, because at the end of the day, if the market gets overheated and gets overbought and runs ahead in extreme greed for too long, it has to sell off. It has to rebalance, has to recorrect. Now, that's not a problem. We expect it to break all-time highs again in the future, but we could wait 6 months, we could wait 5 years for that to happen. We've got all-time highs. We know we're going to go there again. However, people will now start to sell. Now, because we've seen it move from extreme greed to neutral within the matter of hours, it's moving very, very quickly. People will not hang around. We've seen crashes in the past. You talk about the Great Depression, the dot-com bubble, all these things. They all happened very, very quickly in hours, and then it continued. But the initial reaction was within hours. So what we've got right now, we've got stocks like Virgin Galactic, which is all about how much debt they've got and speculation and hope, and also we've got a delay now, an extra delay for Delta. We've all known about the delay for Delta, but now we've got an extra delay because of the court case with Boeing. It's looking like we won't even get on time at the original time frame that Virgin Galactic were talking about, the 25 into 26. It could go on. Now, because we've had many, many years already behind schedule, people aren't going to sit around and wait. they're going to sell. Now, you might go, well, it's really cheap and it's undervalued, which it is. Anything under $2 is undervalued. However, people aren't going to sit around and wait because they know it's going lower. We believe now there's a 10% correction, which means Virgin Galactic is going to drop to $1.10. And if it hits $1.10 and we haven't yet really corrected on the main market, and we're just starting to correct as we speak right now, it's just beginning. This is my main position, down 1%. And if you look at it over the week now, down nearly 2%. It hasn't really begun. We've got a 10% correction. We've pulled back 2%, but another 8% to go. If we lose another percent, and that could happen in after hours tonight, then typically on a Thursday night, we do get typically on a Thursday night, we get a bit of good news for Virgin Galactic. However, it also goes the other way. It tends to be the night when things move. The Thursday night tends to be when things move. If we get another percent down on the S&P, we're going to drop very, very quickly. Now, what should you do? Well, anything under $2 is good value. It is. But what we've got now, we've got a real issue, is if we get a delay, and Boeing are putting real pressure now on Virgin Galactic, we could end up with a delay that still, we thought there was going to be a flight announced days ago. It didn't come off. We don't know why. It just didn't. That doesn't mean it's not going to. It just didn't. So what is happening with that? Anyway, I've just noticed that one of my screens isn't working properly. I'll correct that there. I apologize for that. But there we go. But now we're thinking that there's going to be another delay in Delta, and really Virgin Galactic can't afford that. Now, what I mean by that is we still believe interest rates are going to come down, but the problem we've got now is rates are going to come down. I'm sure they're going to come down by the summer, particularly if we get this crash. I really feel that rates will come down, and that's good for Virgin Galactic. But the delay, if we get another delay, they're going to be burning through cash. It costs them a lot of money to keep their facilities open and doing what they're doing. Just standing still costs Virgin Galactic money, which they cannot and they ill afford right now. So with the market about to correct, and I think there's an 80 to 85% chance that's going to happen, then Virgin Galactic is going to go under $1. And it could happen in minutes. It could happen tonight. So what do? Like I just said, well, if you've got it, if you've bought it now, you've bought it way undervalue, that's great. You might love it. You might want to buy more. But the trouble is, we've now got the issue of, will they survive? You know, can they afford to go another couple of years? Because it could be a couple of years now before Delta flies. What if that happens? They'll burn through their cash and there's no way back then. Richard Branson has said he's not going to support it anymore. We've already had 3 or 4 Virgin brands go bust before this one. So it's a major issue. I just want to warn everybody, it's a major issue. It's great, it's undervalued, but with a potential crash on the horizon, it will take Virgin Galactic down. And to add to that, the Boeing situation, it means Virgin Galactic can, not saying they're going to, but they can run out of money before things do well. Now, this technology will live on, and of course, we will have the flights, but it may get bought out. The technology from Virgin Orbit didn't disappear. It got bought out. Rocket Lab ended up buying a lot of the equipment from... Oh, thank you, Craig. Is it going to read it out?
Craig has become a member. Is there anybody out there with SPs? Let's have some damn news soon before this goes below $1, Mr. Colglazier. Dizzy face, dizzy.
There you go. That's one of the investors from Virgin Galactic. Is there anybody out there with space? Let's have some damn news soon before this goes below $1, Mr. Cole Glazier. Yes, people are very upset. It didn't need to go here. It really didn't. They could have put a flight on. They could have got a celebrity on. But of course, they want to get paid in stock options. But if it goes too low, then it's all over. It's curtains. This is not good news for Virgin Galactic. It really isn't. We thought institutions were buying, Motley Fool and we know certain characters were really promoting that fact. And I said, be careful, because if they were buying, it'd be going up. They were buying, but nowhere near enough. Anyway, be very careful. I do think 80 to 85% chance we've got a correction around the corner. It could happen in days. And if that happens, we are going under $1. And then the whole thing enters a whole new era. And we've been here before. We did it with Virgin Orbit. We did it with other Virgin companies. We don't want to do it again with Virgin Galactic. There's not really much now Virgin Galactic can do. They can't stop the issue with Boeing. That's happening. They can't do anything about that. That's going to happen now. Boeing aren't going to let that go. They can't do anything about the market crash. That is pretty likely to happen. What they can do, though, the only thing they can do that I think would be a positive would be to get rid of Eric Kearney, start speaking to the investors, start putting on a couple of flights, get some celebrities, get the stock up, because if we get to the summer and rates come down, it's a great catalyst, but by then it could all be too late. If we go below $1, people will lose confidence with the brand and just think it's another failed SPAC. And statistically, that's what happens. We were hoping for the best, but now we have to prepare for the worst. Click above my head for all the information down below for in the description, and the extra channel runs along here as well, where we go 12 hours a day to support you behind the scenes, where you can get the updated information as it happens. We don't miss anything, but this is pretty scary today. I would be very concerned if I was in Virgin Galactic right now. Over here, more information as it comes out. I'll post it here, but be careful. What are you going to do if we get a crash of 10%? It's under $1. What are you going to do? Buy more? Sell out? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. I will reply to all of my members. Whatever you are doing, I'm with you. I wish you the very, very best. And just for the record, my wife still holds the Virgin Galactic shares. I was asked that earlier, and I want to let you know my original shares transferred to Leah are still held. Still in, still believe in it. I'm still with you. However, it's a concern. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Yes, of course we can. How many of you are holding space? Let's run a poll, start a poll. Are you holding SPCE? Yes or no? Simple as that. Right. Buy more, yay, can't take it with you. If things are to correct, we should hold cash at the ready, or could we throw... I personally, I don't think you should be buying now. I would wait. If you're going to buy Virgin Galactic, you want to wait until it hits $1. And then it's all or nothing. Then it really is all or nothing. Then you got to have balls as big as steel, then as hard as steel. That's really what you've got to think of then. Anyway, next thing we need to do, we need to look at the big elephant in the room. Stock market crash on the horizon. Well, in this video, we're going to discuss it. We're in a live video right now. I'm giving it an 80 to 85% chance that the market is about to correct. It's already showing every sign that's what it's going to do. Every bit of evidence is to suggest an 80 to 85% chance of the main market giving up 10%. I'm fully in on the S&P. What am I going to do? This is my real money. As you can see, this is my real shares. I'm 100% in the S&P. I've lost around about $1,300 in the last couple of days. It's quite a bit. Am I concerned though? Am I worried? Well, I'm not going to do a Graham Stepan like he did yesterday and doom and gloom and the world's coming to an end with his Ferrari behind him in the garage. I'm going to be a bit more honest and share with you exactly how much shares I have in the S&P, and I'm going to tell you where I feel it's going to go. I don't feel any stress whatsoever. I'm not worried. There's no sad face. There's no drama. None of that stuff. But I will tell you now, the chances of a 10% correction are extremely likely. It's already started, and it could happen as early as after hours tonight and then going into the Friday sell-off. Absolutely. Now, let me say why I think we're going to get a 10% correction. Let me say why. First of all, need to look at the fear index. First of all, what everyone's doing. We were in extreme greed for 3, 4, 5 months, in between greed and extreme greed. We've had a great run. We've had a 30% run, which is phenomenal. One of the best years ever for the S&P. And whenever that happens, we get a correction because it makes sense. What goes up has to come down. And not back down forever. We'll set new all-time highs again. No doubt about it. I'm not worried about that. But for now, we will get a 10% correction. Now, if you've just come in to the S&P, you might be concerned. I'm in the S&P and I've just come in really over the last 3 months. If I share with you my actual position, look, here's my S&P, 100% in. I was up 10%. It shows 99.98 because I've got a couple of free gifts from Robinhood for Apple, not complete shares, just like $50 or so. But that's why it's 99.98. So I'm 100% into the S&P. And if you can see, I'm currently total return 7%. It was around about the 10%. So we've already given up just under the 3% already, and it's on the way down. Now, for me, what's going to happen is, and I'm 100%, I mean, even though I'm saying 85%, because from a statistician's point of view, statistically and looking at the figures, it's 85%. But I'm personally 100% believe it's going to go down. I've got no doubt in my mind whatsoever, but I can't say 100% because nothing is 100%. Of course, the numbers would speak to me and say 85%, but in my mind, it is 100%. What am I doing? Selling, holding, buying more? Well, I've got a very precise strategy. I've already made my mind up. I'm playing 5 moves ahead like chess, not like checkers. Very, very important to think ahead, not just be reactionary, but be proactive. You already know what's going to happen if it goes up. You know what's going to happen if it goes down. You've already made your plans. You're following your plans like a general, marching into a battle. You're not reacting to this. You're proactive. Now, those who are reacting today, those who are selling out today are doing the wrong thing. But without those that have no stability, those that have no conviction, those that just buy and sell every 5 minutes, we need those people because the market doesn't work without it. You can't just have things going up forever. They have to go down so people can come in the market and trade again. There's a difference between a trader and an investor, and I am solely mainly an investor. I have scalp traders, on the show, but at the moment, I am primarily a long-term investor because of the direction of the show and the people that I'm interviewing, the CEOs and all the rest of it. I want to be out of the market, just owning the main index itself. But if we look, let's probably best to show you on this screen. If we look over the last 3 months, you can see what an amazing rally we've had. We started here. I was at 46.7. And now 50. I mean, it's been a great run. Absolutely solid all the way up. Really, really great. Really, really great. In fact, it's probably best I show you on this screen, to be honest with you. It might look a bit better. If we show you over the last 3 months, you can see how it's been rising up. I'll just clear the bottom screen and make it a bit clearer for you. Get rid of that look. You can see over the last 3 months, it's really started to rise nicely. But we've kept on trend. We've kept. I'd buy here, and off we'd go again, and I'd buy a bit more here, and I'd buy a bit more here. Kept buying over the last 3 months as I earned money on YouTube. I'd buy a bit more each time, wait for a drop, using maximum amount of my margin up to the free margin that I've got with Robinhood. But what I said to you was, when we break this trend and this line, that invisible line that runs through here, once we break that, which we've done over here now, you can see we've done that as we scroll there onto the next stop. That's the way. That's just the way Robinhood works. You can see we've now broken trend. We've now broken trend. It's now a correction is about to begin. So what we've got now is people selling off, taking profits. They've had enough of it, and that's fine. But that's not for me. That's not my style of investing at the moment. And you have to adjust and change. But right now, that's where I am, and that's how I'm managing my money. So what does this mean? It means we're going to get, in my mind, 100% pullback, but on paper, it looks, I can identify an 85% chance looking at all the figures and the numbers that I am looking at, and I've given it an 85% chance. Now, what does that mean? For me, as you can see, if that happens, it will bring me right back down to where I was. So, would it be a bad 3 months? Would I have lost? No. Because I'm all in and I'm all invested, I earned as many dividends as possible. I earned about $300 over that period on dividends. So I've earned $300. I wouldn't have had that unless I'd been all in. But is it right to sell now? Well, no, it's not, because I've bought the majority of this on my brokerage account, and I would, if I sold it, would be paying capital gains tax. As you can see, I was about $4.5 grand. It's now back to $3.5 grand. I would pay tax on all of that money. 20%. 20% of that money would go as profit. Does that make sense? Am I going to lose 20% by it going down another 7? Obviously, it doesn't make any sense. For me, there's no point. If I was 100% up, I was Warren Buffett, I bought this years ago, then perhaps I might want to trim off the top a little bit when I know it's going down. Or if I don't need the money, if I'm Warren Buffett, of course, I wouldn't bother selling either. I'd be living off the dividends, which is exactly what I am doing. And if you put those dividends in trust, you don't even pay tax on those. Anyway, so there's all that to consider. So I'm not going to sell. However, I'm fully aware that I'm going to lose about $3.5 grand. Now, of course, I'm not going to lose it, because I got the $300 worth of dividends, which I wouldn't have earned unless I'd bought those shares. They've just gone down in value for now. And what that will mean is, once we get to that level, I have got a whopping $100,000 sitting there ready to be deployed and start buying. Now, and I will, right? I've got, as you can see, the margin I've used is 908, just inside my 1,000 free money, if you like. I've earned more money on the dividends than I would have got in uninvested cash, earning 5%. So it was right for me to buy it. Things could have carried on going, and they can turn around at any minute. Remember, in history, bull markets last a lot longer than bear markets, and we always recover, and things always improve and always go to new to all-time highs. We just don't know how long it's going to take. But it always makes sense to remain in the market. I'm not going to sell out or whatever. If I was up 100%, maybe I'd be trimming a little bit if I needed the money. But if I didn't need the money, like I just said about like Warren Buffett, then I wouldn't be selling. I'd be living on the dividends anyway. But that's the two situations. But for me, I'm going to wait now because it's broken trend. There's no need for me to start buying, even though I can buy for less than I paid yesterday and a couple of days ago and a week ago. I can buy less. I'm still going to be paying more than my entry point 3 months ago. And I believe it's going to go as low as that. So because I'm going to be paying interest on the money, even be it 8% over the year, I'm only going to be in the margin for a month, 2. It will come back up again. I don't think this is a long-term correction, a long-term sell-off. I don't see it as a 1 year or 2 year, and it can happen. It can happen. I do believe it's a short-term thing. But however, even at 8%, because we know the rates are going to come down, that will drop to maybe 5%. It would be worth spending 5% on margin to earn potentially a 10 or 15% rally, which it will be once it rallies again. So as we start to drop at 10%, I will spend my margin. I will start to buy the S&P on margin. When it hits my all-time lows, and my all-time lows were 3 months ago, okay? So it's going to get there. Then I will probably buy $10,000 worth of the S&P. Not a huge amount, just a little bit, but it will enable me to get those extra dividends just in time, because we've got another 2 months before the next round of dividends come in, and we're paying about 150 to 180, what depends where it will come in. So for me, that will pay for the interest for that period of time. So I will get free interest from the dividends by buying that dip at 10%. All this has been already calculated, and now I'm presenting it to you in just a nice, easy way of doing it. If you're going to pay 8%, it's more than likely going to come down to 5%. If you're buying, if you're going to use a certain amount of margin, which for me is about $5,000 to $10,000, that's going to be paid for by the free dividends, the dividend payout to cover that interest. So it's free money, still free money, and allowing me to do that. Now that's what I expect to happen, and then it to go up, and then great, I can pay the margin back over the next couple of months, and everyone's a winner. I've got many more shares of the S&P at a lower price where I started. I've got the dividends, it's covered the interest, and now it's gone up, and now we're paying it off, and now we're all singing, all dancing. Great. Now, what happens if it goes below 10%? I don't think it is, first of all. However, I want to prepare for it to go lower. I want to prepare for the crash to go lower, and there's always a chance. I have given it a 15% chance of it going lower to about 20%. Really quite low, but there is a chance. Now, that's why I've only gone $5,000, $10,000 of margin. If we do go lower, and it does go 15 or 20%, then I'm going to spend a lot more. I'm going to jump from 5 to 10 to 10 to 20. I'm now going to have, and that's in addition to the 10. So I'm now going to have about $30,000 of margin at 8%. But now I've got a 20% discount. Now, worst case scenario, over history, we've had 50 and 75%, but they bounce back pretty quickly. And at 50%, and these are extreme conditions that these happen, and I don't think we're in an economy like that at all. So I'm not worried. But if it did go down 50%, I've now got the remainder, the other 50, sort of 60 grand of the 100 grand to buy and go mental on it, literally load up 100 grand a margin, and I'm happy to do that, because by that point interest rates will be way down and will be at 2%, and I'll be covering that interest payment with the dividends or thereabout. It won't take long, and then as we start to come up, I'll be paying that off quickly over the next year or two. But I will have a much lower position on the S&P, and I'm very bullish long term on the economy anyway. So that's my strategy. That's what I think is going to happen. That's how I'm going to play it all out. What are you going to do? Are we about to get a major crash? I do think we're going to get 10%. We may even go lower, and that's my strategy. What's your strategy? How are you playing this market? So there you go. There's my thoughts on where the economy's going. A market crash is now 85% likely. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here and over here, I will reply to all of my members. Go to the 12-hour stream, and I'd like to answer all of your questions. Are you in? Are you buying this? And we'll also run a poll as well. Do you believe we're going to get a market crash? Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Let's read your comments. Can we do a poll? So 34% of you are in now, 60%, 66% of you are out. And remember, a lot of my viewers were in Virgin Galactic. This channel was built on Virgin Galactic. Most of you were in it. So obviously many of you have got out now. Only 34% of you are in the stock. So a lot have given up on this stock. No doubt about that. Great idea, says John. I think if things are to correct, should we hold cash at the ready, or could we throw into some stable companies? If the market is going to crash, which I have given at 85%, I would say that you need to wait now and hold fire. Don't buy anything. Buy more when it goes down. Not yet. Virgin Galactic now is just at 126. It's rallied a little bit on this. Thursday does often present some movement for the stock, but there you go. Buy more. You can't take it with you. Hi, Martin. Pokiscro, how are you? Any coverage on GE Aerospace? Huge news this week with the GE split. Pokiscro, I haven't heard any news. If you've got any news, send it in. I'm just trying to see your comment. Where did it come up? A member for 6 months now. Congratulations, by the way. You'll be on your 1 year badge soon, and then you have the VIP entry soon. Send via Discord, and I'd like to cover that. I don't have that information. Hello, everyone. Sell off Friday tomorrow. It could be the dips after the opening bell. Eric B, that's what he thinks. 1 month to the earnings. So if they are going to have a good earnings, it might be too little too late. I agree. I'm right with you, Craig. I don't like it, but I'm still holding. Hi, Eric. Hi, Craig. I always say, so you don't know until you know. That's true. Space is the new Wild West. It is at 126. I think with the threat of Iran and Russia also pushing it down. I don't think so. More billionaires and millionaires are created during wars than any other time. It's over for space for me. Lost way too much in the past. He's done with it. Afternoon all, Ed Nevius. Hi, Ed. John Granfor. How you doing? All right. Let's have a look and see what my audience is saying over there on Rumble. Let me bring on my Rumble audience. This is Habak24. Habak is saying, so you were pumping space until you decided you were not an investor anymore. How many of the viewers still hold the stock? So you were pumping space. Well, let me first of all correct you. I've never pumped any stock. If you look at the term of pumping on the Oxford Dictionary or on Google, Wikipedia, whichever way you like, pumping the stock is when you particularly own it, and for your own selfish greed, you are pumping a stock and dumping it. That's what pumping and dumping means. You're promoting the stock that possibly you are in for your own gains. First of all, I am no longer myself personally, that is correct, in any stock. So I'm not pumping and dumping any stock, but my original position is held externally with my wife. As I told you before, when I exited all the stocks, I kept Virgin Galactic. We still hold it. My wife holds it. So I'm just as enthusiastic, just as hopeful, just as committed. The reason why I put out a lot of videos on Virgin Galactic was because it's what my audience wanted to see. And if they still wanted to see it as much as I used to put it out, I would put out as much. I am here for my viewers, my members, my audience. There's no news, though, on Virgin Galactic. There's nothing to say about Virgin Galactic. And when there is, I report it. When there isn't, I can't. But I've still done quite a few Virgin Galactic videos, more than any other channel, by the way, just saying. So you were pumping space. I wasn't, until you decided you were not an investor. I still am, but just not on my main account. How many of the viewers still hold the stock? We've just done the poll. It is 68% are out. 32% own the stock. 32% are still in on the stock. I hope that answers your question. All right, let's have a little look at what's what here. Virgin Galactic is holding at the moment. Oops, popping down again, 125, another low. What was I going to do? There was something I was going to do. I can't remember. Oh, yes, that was right. 93% now. Our Sketches video, our best ever review, is just a few minutes away from being uploaded, and then it will premiere this evening. As I'm making some more reviews, that will go out this evening. Many more good stocks are down. They are. All stocks are going to go down now. All stocks are going to go down. They already have. As you can see, we're down 119 now on the S&P, and we're coming up 10 minutes before the bell. Yes, of course, it's not just Virgin Galactic. Anyway, let's have a quick look at our Levi again. Is that still in the queue here? Lithium. Nicola. I'm glad you didn't touch the lithium deal. So I told you that wasn't the way to go. And I'm glad you held out for the lit deal, the lit ETF. But look at Levi Strauss. I've been talking about it all day. And I've got a video that will trend coming out today. Levi Strauss. In fact, it's out. I beg your pardon. That's already out. The other one was Skechers. Yeah, beg your pardon. The Levi one is out. Yeah. Beyonce. This is what we're talking about. This is what happened today. There you go. Beyonce. This is going to trend now. No doubt about it. Probably for a few weeks, maybe even a month. But this is just out. We like it. It's come at the right time. It's come at the right time for the earnings. And it's certainly doing the stock a world of good. It's bringing it to a whole new market. And I think it could go a lot further too. 14% this month, 35% of the last 3 months. But this is where it popped here. This is where it suddenly went up, just here, as Beyonce brought this out. But anyway, it's all good. I think it can go. It's 28% now over the year. And over the past year, it's 16%. 5 years. You see how it sort of trades. We talked about it this morning on the review, but it's now got a nice trend setting it off again. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go back to Virgin Galactic for a second. Smart Mike, I wish I would have walked away from space. Disgusting to see how at this levels the flights being paused. Might never see a celebrity fly at this rate. Yes, it's a great shame. It never needed to happen like this. Or they go private, and we funded Ricky's dreams. Richard Branson? Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what we did with Virgin Orbit and other Virgin brands as well. A bunch of us were VORB investors like you, Martin. I had more faith in VORB than space. I remember a lot of people did. They said we're more likely to make money in VORB. I remember that. That was another one. Martyn Lucas, but wouldn't you say that selling Virgin Galactic to 100 merchandise is technically pumping the stock, and you are holding Virgin Galactic personally when you release the merchandise? No, because if you pump a stock, you're pumping it to dump it. You know, you need to, MSK, we need to understand, and do it yourself. Go and Google Oxford Dictionary what pumping a stock is. In fact, I'll do it for you on the screen. Look, being optimistic and passionate about a stock, whether you own it or not, is not pumping a stock. Pumping it to dump it is pumping it. That's the difference. What is pumping a stock? Here we go. Let me read what it actually says. This is the actual definition. In a pump and dump scheme, fraudsters, I don't think I'm a fraudster. I'm always live. I'm showing you everything. I share with you every single penny I have and tell you exactly what I'm doing. So fraudsters typically spread false or misleading information. I've never uttered a word of anything that's false or misleading. I've given you the facts, information, verified. I'm very choosy what I use. If we get false information, I alert people that there's false information around. I debunk people that create false information and pumps and dumps. I do that all the time. So typically spread false or misleading information. I've never spread false or misleading information to create a buying frenzy that will pump up the price of a stock, then dump shares of the stock by selling their own shares at the inflated price. There is exactly what a pump and dump is. So no, that's the very, very opposite of what I've done. First of all, I'm not a fraudster. Everything is genuine and shown in front of you live every day. So that's that word out of the way. Spread false and misleading information. Never spread any false or misleading information. I believed if the management had done a good job, it would be at $100. And I said every time I said that, not because it's worth that, because it will trade there, and it would have done if they'd done the right thing, got the celebrities on board, and not been doing it for their own gain. Their own gain was to buy more and more shares at the lower and lower price. That's what they've been doing. So I've never done that either. And creating a buying frenzy. Well, I hardly created a buying frenzy because the stock never went up. It just continually went down. There was no pump. There was no buying frenzy. So it will pump on the stock price. Well, that never happened. And then dump the shares. I never dumped the shares. I transferred them to my wife. She still holds them. And I am just not on them myself. I haven't dumped any shares. I'm still exactly where I've always been. I'm just not in on this stock because I don't want to be pumping and dumping stocks. They're held separately to sell their own shares at the inflated price. And I do not wish Leah to sell any shares. I still believe in the stocks. I've always said it, and I'm not going to change. However, for that to happen, we do need to get rid of Eric Kearney, and we do need a better management. And we do need the rates to come down, which they will. We don't need a stock market crash, which I'm afraid we're going to get. What they need is to get a celebrity on the flight and start talking this stock up, rather than happily expressing it's okay for it to go down. I think I've explained that. I think anyone can agree what I've just said there. I mean, it's all laid out for you. If anyone wishes to challenge that, please do. But I think that explains it perfectly. Let's have a little look. Let's have a look here. So I think MSK, that does answer your question, doesn't it? Lit is down, but like it as a whole has made nice gains. Yes, MSK. The new mugs should say Virgin Galactic to 100 cents. No, I agree. I mean, I could bring out mugs now, Virgin Galactic to $1, but I've got no intention of doing that. I've never shorted a stock. I've never wanted something to do bad, and I'm not going to bring out a mug so I can sell some mugs to the shorters and those that think it's funny seeing it go down. No, I would never bring out a mug with the 100 scratched out and oops, $1. No, because that would be manipulating. That would be disingenuous. That would be disrespectful to people like Sensei and those of you that are still in, so I can make money on it going down. If I'm going to do that, I might as well short the stock. I might as well bet against it. No, I would never do that. I would never take advantage of the stock going down. For some gain for myself, no, never do that. No, there'll be no mug that comes out saying that. Make new mugs, FSR. To its indistinguishable value. The actual definition of a pump and dump is BitBoy Crypto. There you go. BitBoy Crypto, exactly. Very, very opposite character, discipline, structure to me. I hope you all agree. All right, the bell is about to go in 15 seconds time. Let's see where we end up. Let's see. We've got a couple of seconds to go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. The bell is gone and the markets are still going down. Let's see what happens to Virgin Galactic tonight. Are we going to get that drop. Typically a Thursday night brings something to Virgin Galactic. Where's it going to go? Let's have a look. Some more comments. I think the most important part of that some are missing is the own CEO don't follow trades. Mine, Martyn, Sensei, etc. It's just for information education. I think the most important part that some are missing, be your own CEO. Don't follow trades. Mine, Martyn, Sensei, etc. It's just for info and education. That's right. That's absolutely right. Banana heads. There you go. I still think we should organise an investor day tour of the spaceport. This way we have to look us. They have to look us in the eye. That would be a great idea. The goal, in my opinion, is helping making independent traders, or at least try. Martyn, yes, I know it's about being passionate about a company and its vision, and the truth is stock. The truth is the stock would be doing well if the company shared your passion. That is it, exactly. I'm glad we agree on that. Thank you very much for your understanding, and that was a good debate. I think you're absolutely right. It would do well if they had the commitment rather than their own self-greed. However, they don't. I took a loss today to be transparent, and it's okay. My rule and my rules are my rules, so cut it quick. Absolutely right. We've all done it. We've all taken losses to get out. Totally agree. Okay, there we go. The market is still going down 124 now. Virgin Galactic, it's down. It's holding after the bell. Plug, going down. Sorry, Palantir, beg your pardon. Gold is just up after hours. The S&P is slightly up after hours, actually. Amazon still going down after hours. Apple is down after hours. Next Era Energy is flat after hours. Enphase is still going down. Coca-Cola is up slightly. J&J is up slightly. Kenvue is going down after hours. Chevron up slightly. Tesla up very slightly. Tilray Brands falling. It'll go back down again now with all this news. I said it would. I said take your profits. I hope you all did it. You could have made yourself a real chunk of change. No doubt about it. From here, which was, if we look at here, we were flat here. There was a 17%, maybe even more, 17, 18% profit there. And now it's fallen back to 10, 8% there gone. I hope you took your profit. Would have been the right thing to do, in my opinion. Rivian, up after hours. McDonald's, further down. Google, up after hours. Microsoft, up slightly. Nvidia, flat after hours. Walmart, flat. Robinhood, up slightly. IonQ, flat. Rocket Lab, up slightly. Plug Power, up slightly. Rumble, up a little bit. Funware, it's down. FFIE, 8 cents. Companies like this will not survive. Rio Tinto, up 1% after hours. Bitcoin selling off. Polygon selling off. XRP, and there you go. Levi is still up after hours. It's trending. Very nice indeed. There it is. There is the end of Thursday. What do you think? Space could learn something from SpaceX. They are constantly in the news. Absolutely right. Absolutely spot on. You are dead right. Virgin Galactic are not helping themselves. They've built an amazing product and they're not doing anything with it. I did the same. I'm out of space. Rather take the loss than later. I already been burned with Fisker and Bowflex. That's right. MSK, I'm back in Fisker today. Small position. 18,100 shares. Average, is that 1 cent? One, yeah. You can buy the whole company now. I initially read 181,000 MSK. What was that? I put some info on GE in the stock news on Discord. PS, love the channel, Martyn. Keep up the great work. Pocus Grow, thank you very, very much indeed. Now then, tomorrow is going to be one of those review days. I wanted to ask if MSK, no, not MSK, I beg your pardon. It was Zachzate, are you going to call in tomorrow? Did you want to do a Friday phone-in? Did you want to do a Friday phone-in? Other than that, I'm going to do a review day tomorrow. That's when I just don't communicate with you at all. I'm not trying to answer questions. I just get on and do the reviews. Over there on the 12-hour stream, we got quite a busy afternoon. Look at this. We got people over here that aren't in the main show. What's going on? Space has become a trading yo-yo. What happened? What just happened to VU? I think the market is crashing. We just talked about it. It just started the first bounce. We'll see where it hits. Anybody following Luminar technology? Anybody? Answer Sebastian. Hello, says Art of Calm Music. Hey, Martin, how you doing? I'm dumping them now and shorting to cover my loss since $2 per share. Iberian Wolf I did until 2 minutes ago. Now I'll be shorting them to 110. Virgin Galactic is going up in the after hours. Hi, Martin. Where did you get your lights from? All of my equipment is available from my shop. My Amazon shop. It went up and dumped again. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. People, it was bought and dumped immediately. That's not good. Virgin Galactic just went up 1%, 1 whole percent. It went from here to about here in a second, and it was dumped immediately. That's not a good sign. People came in, saw an opportunity, and just dumped it straight away. Not a good sign to be trading at 126. The investment value is gone. It's now becoming purely a scalp trading play, and we don't want to see it down there. Nicola, after hours. Let's have a quick look. NKLA. NKLA. I wouldn't be surprised if is it up? What Nicola after hours is down slightly, not doing a great deal. Will be music evening. Yes, tomorrow night. Yes, every Friday night is music night. Join me there for that. Yes, Friday night. Eric Pisano just gave me a super chat. Thank you, Eric. If you put a comment on it, it will read it out and you'll be on the show. Thank you ever so much for your support to the channel. And next time, put a comment. It will read it out. I lost my Virgin Galactic money times ago. IDC, I'll hold until it delists. Let's rock it tomorrow night. Yes, indeed. Marek says Ocugen added 1,300 shares. Congratulations. What's done is done. Radiant smile. Yes, what's done is done. You're absolutely right. We have to find. Oh, there you go again. Now then, it's doing it again. It's going again. Let's see. This happened a few moments ago. It popped up and then was dumped immediately. Let's see what happens this time. Wrap is forming some support. So Wrap are going to be on the show shortly. I'll update you as soon as we have a confirmation, but they're going to be on the show. Also, Asti. You remember the drama? Asti cancelled twice. Eric, if you put a comment, it reads it out. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thank you for your support. Asti, Paul Worley, and JD, not JD, I beg your pardon, but Paul Worley, he's going to be on the show. You remember the situation where they cancelled and then cancelled again, and I said to you, this is not good. I don't like it. A lot of work goes into it. They're going to be on the show. They've confirmed. They haven't given me the date yet, but it's going to be in May. And I will tell you about my new terms. I'm sure you'll all want to know what the terms are to be on the show. And I'll let you know once we've confirmed it all, so I don't have to, go back and backtrack and all the rest of it. And at the moment, because we are talking and negotiating, I don't want to share that information, but I will as soon as it's been done. I will update you with everything. You know how I work. So Virgin Galactic is holding there. Now then, tomorrow will be a special Members Day. Now then, something else I want to tell you. I want to tell you now something else really important. Imminently, It could be tomorrow, could be tonight, but imminently the extra channel is going to get a major upgrade from YouTube. A major upgrade from YouTube. We've always been and we always will be providing the best service for our members, providing, not about how many viewers I can get, how many people, always to provide the very, very best service. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is until it comes out, and then we'll announce it properly. But there's going to be the moment it happens, there will be a members only video. A members only video which will go out to the members and it won't. Hang on. How do I phrase this? It will go out to the members ahead of it'll be a members only video ahead of the general public. Okay, and the reason for this is I want to be able to reward my original founder members. Okay, I've always tried to find ways to do that, to recognize the founder members. So what's going to happen is. In fact, I'm thinking of this. Yes, it'll only go out to the members. Right. It's going to be a members only video. Only members will know about it. And that is it. Okay. And the purpose, I can't tell you why at the moment because it's not done yet. But the purpose of it is it's going to create a special founders club. Founders Club, those that have been members and all the rest of it. So if you want to find out what that is, and I understand you don't know what it is, so why would you want to do it? I get it. But for all the members, you and only you will know about it ahead of schedule, and nobody else will be told about it. So if you want to know what it is and you want to be in on the ground level and you want a second chance to be a founder member, and remember the benefits of that, the crypto, the coin, the future meetings, and all the other things that are coming down the line in the future for the founder members, you've got a second chance to become a founder member. That's all I can say at this stage. More information will be coming out shortly, but it could be as soon as tonight. I'm just waiting for it to update. It could be as soon as tonight. And after that point, it'll be too late. It'll be too late, okay? That information will be done. And I'll explain why it's too late afterwards. You're thinking, well, why would it be too late? It'll be forever too late. Forever too late, okay? That's all I'm saying. So if you want to be a member and be part of it, the founders one-time deal. This will never happen again. It can't happen again. You want to make sure that you have this. You are a member. Okay. There we go. Anyway, very exciting. Right. Let's wrap this up then, because I need to finish things. I need to get this next video out, and tomorrow is a review day to catch up. I never heard back from Sensei, so I don't know if he's doing a phone in. He might be. Just because I haven't heard from him doesn't mean he's not. So Admiring Curling wants to know where I got my lights from. Let me give you my shop. There you go. There's my shop. It's the Amazon shop. If you go to the Amazon shop, no, hang on. It's not that one, is it? That's the main shop. Is it there? No, hang on a minute. It's this one. It's my Amazon shop. Everything in my studio is in my Amazon shop. And if you get it, you can see what I've got. It also is a gateway onto Amazon. I've not brought this up for ages. It's below the description of the video. You can, here it is. Here's my shop. All right. Okay. There you go. The other shop was my merchandise. There's the Amazon shop. If you use this link to go to Amazon, there you go. I'll bring up the Amazon shop. Where is it? Have I shown it for a while? I haven't shown it for a while, have I? Whoops. Sorry about this. Try that again. Right, here you go. This is what it looks like. This is my Amazon shop. If you go in here, you can see the equipment I have in the shop. Studio equipment I use, look. There you go. See the cameras I use. It's not got everything, but there's the lights. Look, you asked what lights I use. The compressor, the fans, the tracks, the Elgato cam links. This is the equipment I use. So the Neumann microphone, cameras, Hayes machine, speakers, all of this. You can see all of this. There's my power pack. There's my lenses, the cam links, all of it. All right, and what else is there? There's the shirts. Look, there's the shirts. They are. That's the shirt. That's the shirt I always wear. These are the jackets. Look, remember the Gold Day jackets? These are the Gold Day jackets. There you go. What else is there? There's the trader. There's my ledger. That's the ledger I use. Health items. What's in there? Helps me sleep at night. I don't know why I put that in there. Gifts for Christmas. Oh yeah. These are the lights that go around the top of the studio. And these are my Christmas jumpers. You know, every year I wear a Christmas jumper. So anyway, so there you go. I don't go on about that very often, but there you go. All right, now you know. Now you know. Great show as always, Martyn. Thank you for keeping the good work. Thank you. Keep up the good work. Thank you, John. Waiting for my 2 years. I'll think soon. I'm waiting for my 2 year. What's that? Oh, Ed Nevius. Yes. Well, you can see what date. You can go onto your membership and you can see what date you are, and you can know exactly what day it is that you'll become a 2 year badge. All right. Okay. I think we're done. I've got to get out and get this video uploaded. Let's have a look. Back 24 has asked me a question on Rumble. Let me have a look. What do you see for crypto if the market is a correction? I think the best thing to do is for you to join the Sunday show. Sensei's on the Sunday show on Rumble too. He's our crypto expert. I'm going to let him answer that question. So everyone makes them their own decisions. But Martyn, you sell space mugs and so everyone makes their own t-shirts. But Martyn, you sell space mugs and t-shirts. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I sell all kinds of things. I sell hats, t-shirts. I mean, I sell pens. That doesn't mean you have to go and write something, bad, does it? Or do anything bad. I mean, I don't know. I didn't say pump and dump. I just said you pumped the stock. No, I don't agree with that. Okay, so you promoted the stock, and maybe a better word. Yes, I promoted the stock, definitely. Words are important. Habak, words are important. I think you need to get the right words. So yes, I promoted the stock. You're absolutely right. I told the world about Virgin Galactic. You're not responsible for anyone purchasing anything. I was buying Rumble when you were calling it rubbish at 4. You promoting space was just an observation. Correct. Thank you, Habak. I love our conversations. Thank you for your support on Rumble as well. Thank you for that. That was a good conversation. Anyway. I think I'm 26 months, says Mike. Yeah, you can always go and check it. I didn't know that. Thank you. Yeah, if you go to the members page, this is what you do. Let me share with you. Go to YouTube. Right, let me share with you. All right. So over here, this is the if I change to my Martyn Lucas account. All right. So I'm seeing the page now on computer or on a mobile. It's the same, right? I'm like you now. I'm signed in as my personal account on the channel. If I look at memberships, click memberships, the membership button, membership tab. Look, it says here, member for 2 years, 3 months, and 7 days, 17 days. You can always just go and look at that. Okay, 2 years, 3 months. Obviously, I'm one of the older members. Obviously, I did it on day one. That was the day it came out. I did it straight away, to test it. 2 years, 3 months, and 17 days. Yeah, I pay. I'm a member of my own channel. It's tax deductible, and I'm a bronze member. See, and it says here I can upgrade. I can upgrade if I want to pay myself some more money. I can upgrade. I can become a platinum investor. Shall I do that? Shall I become a platinum investor and pay myself more money? Might as well. Yeah, why not? Give myself some more money. Anyway, let me go back to the main account. Okay. That's how you do it. All right. That's how anybody can find out how long they've been a member. Yeah. The bum Dr. Ed. I'm 6 months, Jose Quintana. You are 6 months, but you're between 6 months and a year. You can see how close you are to a year. Yeah, but a brave mate. And the dirt was being made. What was that? I still think the bet. Hang on a minute. I still think the best was when Martyn went to the doctor and we got punted. and the dirt was being made. The bum doctor. Oh God. So that's the best show ever, was it? I don't need to be here. I just need to go to the doctors. Yeah, but a brave mate. Yeah, not that brave, really. My wife just said I had to go. I mean, it really was nothing to do with me. If I'm honest, it was nothing to do with me. Leah just says you're going, so I don't know if I was that brave, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, the markets are still going down. We've got that crash continuing. It's going to get a lot worse. But that doesn't matter. If it keeps going down, it's great. But I don't want to be buying this dip. I want to get it when it goes down 10%. Mine was live in between waiting. He was like, bloody hell, yes. Hello, R3A. Not seen you for a while. How are you? Right, you're talking to me. It's no good. I've got to get off. And that is it. You can't stop me. So let me send everyone now to the 12-hour stream. I'm going to get out a premiere. I'm going to announce it. It's our best ever review with Sensei and me together. The best ever review. Great memories, Martyn. Not really. Rubbish. I'd rather forget it. Anyway, but it'll come round again before you know it. Before you know it, I'll be doing it all over again, won't I? Anyway, whatever. Right, okay. Let's get out of here. I'm going to love you and leave you. Let me make sure that it goes to the 24-hour stream. The 12-hour streams, rather. And let me set it up. Redirect. Yes, it does. Okay. I'll give you the link and I will announce when the premiere is on. You don't want to miss this one. It's our best ever review. Me and Sensei together. Really, really good. So let me give everyone the link. There you go. Sorry, I forgot to buy it. Am I a member now? R3A. Yes, you've got your badge. You have been a member now for 2 months. You've got a 2-month badge. You are between 2 months and 6 months. Look on the member page and you'll see where you are, what your date is. But yes, you are a member. Leaving me. There you go. You nearly missed out then. Your history would be lost. Night you'll see in the morning, got steaks to burn and beer to drink. Oh, lovely, John Grandfors. Put a steak on the barbie for me. Oh, steak and a beer. Steak and a beer. Martyn, whatever happened with Ascent Solar? You just missed it. Ascent Solar, they're back on the show. They're back on the show. I was speaking to them today. I'm going to give you an update when I've confirmed all the details. But yes, they are back on the show. I've done a deal. I've done a deal with them. I'll tell you all about the deal when it's been finalized. But yes, they contacted me today. I didn't contact them. They contacted me today to say we want to be back on the show. Yes, very, very good. Okay, so let me give everybody the link on Rumble to the 12-hour channel. I'm out of here. On which topic review? Which topic? It is Skechers, but it's a really good review. The first time with me and Sensei together, and it was a mega review, and it's going to be out. It's uploaded. I'm about to publish it. So join me now on the 12-hour stream, and I will give you that link in just a few minutes' time. All right. As soon as I published it, we'll be good to go. So it will be out in the next 15 minutes, half an hour. All right. Join me now for the channel. You've got until tonight to become a member, because the big perk and the founders perk, it'll never happen again. It will never ever happen again. Don't miss out. Jarrett Sabri. Jarrett, is that because we've got Asti back on the show? What was the $10 super chat for? That's because we got a cent. That's because we got Asti back on the show, isn't it? That's because we got them back on the show. Well, that's really, really kind of you. They contacted me and they want to be on the show, and we're all good. Right, I've got to get out of here. Mega review. It's a mega review. It is. Absolutely right. Right, I've got to get out of here. See you in a minute. Join me on the 12-hour stream. This is, hang on. This is what it looks like. Come and join me live right now, and I'll see you back there in a few minutes. I'll give you the link the moment it comes out. Yes, it was. Well, that's a very, very nice thing. Let me just wait for a second for it to come up on the screen. Always coming through. Always. Never, ever let my team down. I love it. Let me just wait for your super chat to come on the screen. Next time, Jarrett, put a comment. It will read it out, okay? Just so you know, I'd love to be able to celebrate the moment with you. So I renewed my membership at the right time. You certainly did, because the founder members, only the members, are about to get a special invitation that will never, ever, 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 and it can't ever happen again. There it is. Thank you ever so much. Right, join me on the 12-hour stream right now. I'll be back with a review, a mega review, R3A said. Take care of yourselves and each other.